25 on the touchback.
Yellow, on the water, right? Mark 45. I know he ain't got it.
On first down, Mahomes. Well, this is caught by Williams. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we... Watching this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And that's incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Ready, back 25. Check, 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 check. Check 26, check 26.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
From the 27, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike's 42. Watch the flag.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Not quite enough leg. This one was on target, but it needed a little more behind it. And by about the width of a football, this will stay a tie ball game.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Falcons now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
On 2nd down now, it's Edwards. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start on the ground with Elliott. That one good for 33 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Ryan, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd down, DeMonte Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. To throw is Ryan. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come up in an offset eye. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
We got 4. Shift. 15.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Let's go, defense.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Flush to it, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot to account for him as a runner, and he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 14-7. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Fighting through. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that takes us from second to third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now here's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, check. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on this season. Ryan. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Airing one deep for Curse. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now Elliott had a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, we'll see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 84 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jabal sheared. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. And this is caught by Curse. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Will Tye, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this happen.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come on, come get some. He don't want it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 15. Check.
This is Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready. 25. Hey, 59. Ready. Walk time.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And no, it's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete to Elliott. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And his first throw here is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Throwing now is Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Shannon, 280. Check 52, come on. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready. 25. Hey, 59. Ready. Switch. 21.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never say never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up. Could come back at you a long way.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. After the interception, here's Ryan. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened. When they went up 3 scores, I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper,
Yeah,
goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and I was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
45. Mike, 45.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
45.
Back to throw. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. He's got it to Williams. That one goes for 30 yards.
It's a gain of 30. That's another Kansas
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
45, 45, Mike, 45. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, bravo! You don't want it.
He's back to throw.
Hey, check.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now second and goal from the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Come on, QB, come on.
One final try from Mahomes. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Falcons, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.